Hello, I'm Julia Budd and I'm the Chair of Trustees of the Racing Foundation, and today we're at Chelmsford City Racecourse to see an Autism in Racing Day, which has been absolutely fascinating. The Racing Foundation has funded Autism in Racing since 2021, where we funded the pilot. This was the brainchild of Bobby Beevers, who wanted to make racing accessible to those who had children with autism, but also long-term that racing could offer employment for adults with autism as well. We're here for a family-friendly day. Chelmsford City Racecourse have been doing this for a number of years now. Joe Flaherty has put on an incredible show supported by a number of other local charities, and it's just been terrific to see the families really engaging, loving the racing, loving the horses, but actually feeling comfortable that their children can access this. Nobody is judging them. This has been so interesting for me. I have an adult son with autism, and I could never have brought him racing, although I loved racing, because he couldn't have coped. And so seeing the way this makes racing accessible for families, and not just accessible, but really enjoyable. The parents are relaxing because their children are relaxed. And that to me is incredibly special. It's also made me think maybe there's an opportunity for employment for my son in racing, which is another angle that we've really supported.
Hi, I'm Jo, Head of Community, Charity, Customer Service, and I look after members as well at Chelmsford City Racecourse. So this will be the third year that we've done Autism in Racing. It just gives me huge satisfaction because they're here watching the horses as well as enjoying all the activities. The whole idea is for them to come to a safe space that's non-judgmental, with quiet areas, sensory play, away from the crowds. We let them in an hour early so they can come in ahead of the crowds, enjoy the space. They can venture out into the racecourse if they wish. The spaces that we have are ideal because one of the areas is right by the parade ring, so they can see the horses parade. And then the second marquee, where we're located now, is right by the track, and they can watch the horses. The enthusiasm is just amazing, and I've had such good feedback, and a lot of people thanking us for this event because they wouldn't normally come. And I know from the feedback there's a lot of children that have never been racing before. So again, the aim is for them to come and enjoy the racing as well as being able to come to a safe space and have the facilities that they wouldn't normally do.
My name is Bobby and I am the founder and chair of Autism in Racing. Autism in Racing started when my daughter Sophia was diagnosed with autism in the first lockdown, and my wife said to me at the time that she would love to make everything more accessible for people who are autistic across all platforms, and that's when I thought that maybe the horse racing, the sport could do something and really step up to the mark. So we approached the Racing Foundation with the idea of what we think we could do and what we think we could work. And since that day, the Racing Foundation have been incredible supporters. They've given us the funding that we require. And the bottom line with it really is that if it wasn't for the generosity and the support of the Racing Foundation, there would be no autism in racing, which would mean that, you know, so many autistic individuals would miss out on horse racing because of it. And, you know, the Racing Foundation have contributed to make sure that that doesn't happen. And we continue to grow, we continue to work with the race courses. We keep getting bigger and bigger, you know, more race days every single year, which means that more people who are enjoying the sport, who may have not been able to enjoy the sport in the past,